Yes, there we go.
I got it. Okay, I feel better now.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Let's do it, everybody.
Play more cards.
What do you think, Brian? What was the question?
That was back, doctor.
Huh? Dr. Brian.
Tell us, doctor.
Dr. Don't disrespect Dr. Business like that.
Dr. Business. Yeah.
Dr. Business.
Doctor Business.
How does this affect your personal life with your business life?
Well, I'm gonna start it off by one of my favorite quotes. I think it's by Elon Musk. He said, "Starting a business is like eating glass and staring at the abyss."
Damn, what the fuck? Dang.
Okay? So,
Horrible.
and I'm gonna repeat that. Starting a business is like eating glass and staring at the abyss. One of the misconceptions that people have as far as entrepreneurs is, oh yeah, I work by myself. I'm gonna wake up at 10, go to sleep whenever I want to.
Yeah.
That don't work like that as an entrepreneur. Okay, and especially when you're starting off. And going back to Elon Musk, the person, one of my, people that I follow, founder of PayPal. I'm not sure if you guys know Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, okay? You should know who Elon Musk is. But once he sold PayPal and he wanted to start SpaceX and all this other stuff that he was doing right now, he invested pretty much all the money he had into SpaceX, into Tesla, and believe it or not, he was broke. He was sleeping in one of his friend's couch. He was a millionaire on paper, but he was broke because he invested all his money. And he had said this, there was an interview, you can look it up on YouTube or something, and he talks about how having a business is like having a baby, okay? And once you have a baby, you have to feed your baby. Sometimes you don't even eat, but the baby have to eat, if you understand what I'm saying. So going back to your question, how does starting a business affect family and everything? It affects everything. Especially the closest person to you. Let's just say you're dating somebody. You're not gonna have that much time for them. That's just a fact, and they gotta understand that. Your kids, man, especially when you're starting out, you're talking about 12, 18-hour days. Like if you're really trying to be successful, you gotta be hungry, okay? I truly believe, and this is kind of my personal opinion and my theory behind this, I believe in infinite intelligence, okay? You're not gonna get success unless you clock in that work. And infinite intelligence is gonna send so many different challenges and tests to you. And the quicker you just stay clocked in, okay, and just get through all the challenges, the faster you can reach success. So what does it change? What does it affect? Everything. For me personally, it affected my relationship with my mom, my dad, because I'm from Africa. Okay, I graduated high school with a 1.8 GPA. I was supposed to go to college. Now I told my parents I didn't want to do that. So they looked at me like, what the heck is this guy doing? I was going to work every single day. There's no check when you're an entrepreneur. You're not going to make money for a long time. You know what I'm saying? That's just, and you're not the first one. That's just part of the process. And people are going to question you. People are going to call you stupid. People are going to tell you, what the hell is he doing? These are just things that are going to come up. And you got to be so numb, okay, that none of these things affect you. Even the closest people to you, your girlfriend, will look at you as you stupid, okay? Just like Elon Musk. This guy sold PayPal, I think for like $700 million. Don't quote me on this. Reinvested all of that money in like the 2000s trying to start an electric car company. People looking at it like, dude, come on. What the hell are you doing? Look at Tesla right now. Biggest evaluation out of any motor company there is. Bigger than Ford.
Jumped hard too.
Look at their stock. Look.
Success, though.
True.
So hard to think about it and how you work for it to come true.
That takes in that time that you have to clock in. That comes back to what I just said as far as infinite intelligence. You got to put in that time. If you really want it, you got to put in that time. What is going to affect? It's going to affect every single aspect, every single relationship you have, your kids, your mom, your grandparents, your neighbor. It's going to affect. It's going to affect all your relationships. You're not going to be able to cut the grass every week. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question.
So it's going to affect all of that.
I have a question. How can you stay motivated? Like, obviously, the money's not going to start coming in, when you start your business, and it's going to take a lot of time.
Well, that's an excellent question. And this is actually to all entrepreneurs, because I know that there's a lot of people that are very passionate about their business. They have a great business idea. I want to do that. I want to do that. And that's usually the key. How do you stay motivated with all this stuff coming at you? You got to have a bigger why than even you. What do I mean by a bigger why? For me, my why was my kids. Once I had my first son, I had to make it because of him. I didn't care about anything else. So you got to question, what are your whys? Because during those down days, it comes down to your why. Why are you still doing that? You haven't made money in 2-3 months. Why? I remember when Mickey started this shop, COVID just hit. So, nobody can come out. And he just started a new shop, a barber shop at that.
And look, all these surrounding small businesses were just tanking.
Everybody was tanking.
That was wild.
And then you're gonna start a barber shop right in the middle of a goddamn pandemic? So at those times, I mean, just go. This really should be a question for Nikki. What really kept you going? You know what I'm saying? What really kept you going? It's the middle of a pandemic. Nobody can come outside. What made you? How could you come to the shop and turn the lights on?
Man, I just always wanted to do this, and this was my dream. So I just loved it. Like I still love the shit. I still want to do the shit. I still got so many ideas in my head that I can't even think of what the other shit I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
I just for the shop anyway. So I just loved it.
But what is your why? Why do you do this?
Man,
it's bigger than money.
Man, you right. It ain't the money. It's just that I love the barber industry. I love kicking it. I love the lifestyle. I love doing what I want to do when I want to do it. I love being off. I love to drink if I want to at work. I ain't got to answer to nobody. I love cutting hair. I love talking to people. It's just all the above. Like I can leave, block off my schedule, say, hey, we finna go to another shop to network with people. Or hey, I'm block off my schedule for an hour. We finna go to a barber shop to talk to these people, do a podcast, come back to the shop, come here. It's just
travel.
Yeah, traveling, just different things, seeing people, meeting new people.
So just the fact that you're not in such a monotonous, schedule, day to day, doing the same thing, 9 to 5. You literally can utilize your personality and who you are, and change. Because I mean, cutting hair. I mean, you give somebody a whole new resume. Yeah, we just saw that guy that Chris just cut hair. He came in here. He came in here looking like a Red Cross African commercial. One of them BET commercials early in the morning. The little fly in the face, But Chris just gave him a makeover. One of my biggest whys is, number one was my kids. Number two, I had nothing else to turn back on. I already told my parents I don't want to go to college. This is all I had. And then number three, because initially when I started fixing people's credit. And there's this thing that people tend to believe that bad credit is like a permanent disease. So when I come at you and I meet you and you have 400 credit score and I tell you, dude, in 3 months, you're going to have an 800 credit score. And you don't believe me. You don't believe me. Who the hell would believe me when I tell you that? Especially if you had shitty credit for like 5-10 years. And I tell you, hey, 3 months, all you got to do is listen and do everything I tell you to do. You're going to have a 700 plus credit score. And then I do 30-day updates every 30 days. So when I do that final 30-day update and I pull that first report and then I get the updated report and I email it to them. And just, man, energy, you can feel energy through the phone. Because majority of my business is through the phone. So you can just, man, these people, they just trust you. You're like, you're like the king. So that right there is what really pushes me beyond money. Because I remember making my first, $500. The first invoice I ever sent out to a client, it was a PayPal invoice. And oh God, once they paid, I was like, holy shit, somebody paid me? And it was like somebody really trusted me with their money, with their credit. Because, as it pertains to, especially my industry, I'm talking about very sensitive information, people's credit, social security numbers, birthdays. People come at me, with one of the most important investments in their life. They're trying to buy a house. They're trying to buy their first commercial building. They're trying to start their business. I mean, these are big things that people entrust in me. So that is what really pushes me, is the fact that, number one, people can trust me to really help them. And I really can deliver results, and also just my kids, And going back kind of the pivot, what Mickey said today, I had my sons, and I got done working like 12, 2 o'clock, and I was like, what the hell with this? We're gonna go to Top Golf. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna kick it for a little minute, But those are just kind of the perks. It doesn't mean that I didn't put a full days of work, because I might need to wake up tomorrow at 4 o'clock in the morning to clean up a few emails, But that's what I would say. I think it was your question. What keeps you going? You gotta have a really good why. Why are you doing what you're trying to do? And if you don't know what that why is, yeah, it's going to be real easy for you to quit and just go back to the employment line and do what you're going to do. But if your why is big enough, it don't matter what you face out there.
One of my whys was I'm 36, 37. I didn't want to go back to working for nobody, so I had to keep this thing going. Any means, anything. I mean, anything I had to do, I had to keep it going. So I didn't want to go back to another job.
But during the pandemic, were you like, is this gonna work? Like,
To be honest, during the pandemic, when they said, "Hey, you got to shut down," and I was open up for one day, and I shut down.
One day.
I was open up for one day. So.
Oh my
to be
gosh.
honest, the type of person I am, I'm a Capricorn, so I was kind of numb to it. So I just sat at the house drinking and smoking. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about work. Yeah, I'm like, fuck it, man. Fuck this shit. When it start, I'm gonna jump on it. Right now, I didn't even think about it.
And then where you come from, it was something. It's something. Where we come from.
It's just some things where I come from and my Capricorn, I just didn't. I'm used to it.
You became numb.
Yeah. Became numb to
yeah.
it. So
You have to.
once it opened up, I was like, okay, it's go time. Let's go.
Yeah.
Jump on it.
Things you cannot control.
Yeah.
You gotta have to go numb to it.
Yeah.
Until that day, till it comes, because you can go crazy.
Yeah.
Some things you can't control, so you have to numb yourself, especially as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Because some things, like I had my own janitorial business in Little Rock. You know what I'm saying? A long time. I was making good money. This and this. Like sometimes I have somebody working for me. They leave the door unlocked. They call me, bitching me out about the door unlocked, this and this, and I lose the contract. Right then, it hurt me. But right then, I had to go numb at that moment. Like, forget it. I can't go about that.
Keep it pushing. Yeah.
I gotta find another one. I gotta do this. I gotta find somebody.
You learn something.
Yeah, because like you said, like as a business owner, and I was doing that janitorial business, cleaning business. Man, I'm up 18 hours a day, 16. Then I have somebody working for me. They call me 4 o'clock in the morning.
I can't make it.
I ain't gonna make it. I gotta get up. And I gotta have that building done by 6 o'clock. So you know what I'm saying? It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I'm cussing, I'm going off, but I know at the end of the day I gotta do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, but I understand, like she's like your wife, and then you gotta love making money for yourself. First of all, it don't matter when you love
Investing in yourself.
Yeah, when you love doing stuff for yourself, it don't matter what's going on. That day, like some days with the barbershop, we might not make money, but the point is, I'm doing it for myself. I told no, tomorrow I got something else going on. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what's fascinating too is that these are like single parents in the room. You know what I'm saying? And even if you're not, it doesn't mean it's much easier. But I'm just saying that that's just another hurdle that might seem like something that's going to stop you, but
Pushes you.
only if you let it.
It was a big why for me. It didn't prevent me. I wouldn't have never started my business if it wasn't for my son. You know, before then I was out here. I was just out here. You know, getting arrested, going back and forth to jail. You know, I remember last time I left the jail, I got out of jail. I had a meeting with all my friends. Yeah, I had a meeting with all my friends. I was like, man, all that shit y'all want to keep on doing, don't involve me on it no more. I was in jail because I'm not even a citizen in this country. I was in jail. I had $1 million bond, you know, federal hold cash. All right, man, hell no, I ain't about to come back to this shit no more. Y'all tripping. Yeah, and then I got out of jail. Like I said, my first son saved my life. My first son saved my life. I mean, it became, you know, that, because when you're young and you at that age is me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I is over with when you have a kid. Because when you have somebody out there, that little motherfucker, you got to feed that person every day. They can't do it themselves. They got to have diapers. They got to, boy, it's crazy. And as a single mom and you dealing with your son's mom and you guys are not together, when you don't have money, ooh, boy, ooh. that's another pain on its own. You know, ooh. So, like my son, I really honestly believe you can literally channel that energy that, you know, it's not a clutch, as most people think it is, having children. At least it wasn't for me. I can only speak for myself. To me, it was a huge push. It was one of my biggest whys as to why I started my business, is because of my son. And so,
like I was telling Mickey today, you know, since my boy's gone for the summer, I ain't been doing no daddy stuff. I ain't been really picking up, you know what I'm saying? You living there, I'm picking up, I'm doing this, I'm making sure this is this. And like, they ain't there, I'm like, forget everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my kids, they my motivation. I'm like,
Correct.
That's my motivation. Let me get up and get this done, value them, you know what I'm saying? But like, they ain't there, I'm like, hey, they ain't here for something, I ain't got to be responsible. You know?
Yeah. You getting back to bachelor life.
I ain't got to show nobody I'm a, you know, how a man is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
So you ain't thinking twice, huh? You just thinking once, fuck it. Let's go do it.
Yeah, because it's obligation. You know, want to show that that's how you wake up. You know, you don't want to wake up like late for work every day and late for the, I don't know, like whatever, being sloppy. You know, you want to like make sure you're like investing in those kids. So really, it's like, you know, it pushes you to stand a leadership role whether you want it or not. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Brian, I got a personal question.
What's up?
You know, you came to this barbershop one day.
Here we go. What's up? What did I do?
One day we talk about personal. You remember we talking about not having sex for what? 4-5 weeks.
Oh my God! Now you gonna do that to me?
You keep the semen coming in. You turn to a superhuman. You say some shit like that. You turn to
Wait, that was locker room talk. You over here? You got the girls around. Anyway, that was locker room.
You talking about personal?
Okay.
Personal.
So now you do. Now this is I did.
He did say
He
that.
said you have 6 months. You can move.
Now I don't know about those 6 months. I'm still, but I'll answer your question. I was doing some research on semen retention. Okay. And I fell into. Let me face this one. I feel embarrassed asking the question, but I got you. This is what it comes down to. I truly did not understand how much power we hold in our nuts as men. Okay. And I know this is gonna sound weird, okay? Especially everybody's watching. Please research this up. Do research on semen retention, okay? It's really important. And this is the thing. Our current culture, we're so sexualized. I mean, the level of porn that is out there right now, it even affects.
During the pandemic.
It even porn literally affects relationships, even how you have sex right now. Okay? I'm gonna make a personal confession. I had a girl come over. And this is getting old. You can relate. You're 37. You know what I'm saying? So I got drunk one night. I'm drunk, it was like a little special. I'm drinking. You know, it was a special night. She was coming over at night. You know, midnight snack. Okay, whatever you want to call it. So I'm trying to get ready, and then the girl gets there. I had a problem as far as getting up. Never had happened in my life.
You're too drunk.
Hold on.
Man, no.
You're a young man now. You're talking about 37, 36.
Nah, that's not. Once you hit that 30, this problem starts happening. That's what I'm trying to. Yeah, man, I have never had that happen.
Touch your booty and suck a little titty.
I'm telling you right now.
I'm not doing that.
Man, I was.
Something that didn't turn me. It's just something I don't know.
This is the thing. The girl was straight.
I'm fucked up.
That the girl was straight. I don't know if I can call it as it was my excitement or I was too drunk or I was too high. I think it was a combination of everything. You see what I'm saying?
Meant to be.
But I felt embarrassed as hell. You see what I'm saying? So I was like, you know, man, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I started being honest with myself. You know, I started looking up, you know, doing research about, you know, this particular issue that I was having. I forget the name of it. And then I fell into the semen retention thing. And semen retention is how you can retain your semen. And let's just be honest, especially men right now, we busting a nut every 2 or 3 a day. We're talking, let's just be real. Let's just be real. You see what I'm saying? And it's because our society is so sexualized. It's so sexualized. So once I found out about this, I started doing research on semen retention. I started practicing it myself. I went a week without busting a nut. No jacking off, no having sex, no nothing. And I started learning more and more about it. And it comes down to science. What's this guy's name? The little crazy scientist. They won.
Albert Einstein?
3.14 equals whatever. What did you say?
Albert Einstein?
Einstein always said energy cannot be, what's it called talking about? You can't destroy energy, it's only transferred.
Yeah, it just transfers.
Think about what semen is. You are a freaking nut. You came from your daddy's nuts. That's what semen is. Semen is the most powerful energy in this world. It creates life.
And it's emotion.
You understand what I'm saying? So now,
Just a little bit.
so I mean, now hold on. Now, hey, that's a whole different subject. The woman, to me, the woman is the farm. But you still need that seed. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. You just, the woman is the farm. Now you need a good farm. You need a good fertilizer. You need all of that. It needs to be watered and all of that stuff. But again, you're not gonna have no crops until you got the seed. That's just a fact. So now, going back to your question.
I mean,
When you retain semen, you're retaining all this energy, and sexual energy is the most powerful energy in this world. Okay? And when you have that energy, it has to be transferred somewhere else. It cannot be stored within you. It affects your creativity. It affects your work. I saw it myself. You know what I'm saying? It affects all these other different aspects of life.
Sometimes, man, you want to bust a nut and something about like 3-4 days, you get attitudes, you be cranky.
Yeah,
But that's the thing. That's just mind control, because you keep thinking about it too much.
But it's just like if you smoking weed.
If you smoke weed, yeah. You're addicted. You're addicted to it. We are so, our society is so addicted, especially as men. We feel we have to bust 1-2 nuts every day. You wasting, like, and the thing is, and especially, we got some the 2 nut buster over here. We got the 2 nut busters over here. Oh, and this is one thing that I realize, and I realize this as an adult. If once you understand the power behind your semen, I don't jack off no more. I'm gonna go ahead and say right here. What's up? What? Nah, forget to say. But this is the thing. It's a waste. It's a waste.
I understand, but
It's a waste. Cause you're right, and I cannot disapprove that. You see what I'm saying? I can't argue behind that. But what I'm trying to tell you is, number one, you can retain that semen and utilize that energy towards other things that you're trying to accomplish in life. We're talking about entrepreneurship here, okay? Number two, okay, one of the best things that we have as far as men and women that brings us together is sex. What's the feeling you get when you bust a nut after you're done busting the nut? Come on, man.
You're wrong. You're wrong on
Come
that
on.
Okay,
You're
well,
wrong on that one. I know you're wrong on that one.
What feeling do you get? What feeling do you get, Mr. 2 Nut Buster? Two nuts a day?
Hold on. You're coming from a single point of view on that one.
True facts.
So when you're just with a different girl, and then you're like, when you do that, you're like, man, why did I even do it with this girl?
Okay.
Not even that's got that connection. It was just me. I just wanted to fuck. You know what I mean?
Okay.
From that point of view, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I feel like you have to, like, when I went one time, I think it was like 2 months or a month without doing it. Man, I was the most aggressive asshole you can ever see, bro. I was just crazy, right?
You didn't channel that energy though.
well, then explain writer's block, like a creator's block, whatever you want to call it. Like some people, their brains just aren't wired that way. They gotta release that in order to block, to get their brain to spark back.
Well, and I'm not, and this, and this is the thing. I'm not denying the power of sex. You see what I'm saying? Because sex is amazing. First of all, it's who doesn't like sex? You see what I'm saying? But I'm talking about water is good for you, but if you drink enough of it, you will die.
Yeah. Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Busting 2-3 nuts a day is not healthy, and it leaves you lazy. It leaves you, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to say.
So how many nuts you bust a month then?
Well, that's completely.
How many nuts you bust a month?
That's
I'm busting 2 nuts a day.
What I'm trying
How
to.
many nuts should I bust?
Let me answer your question. What I'm trying to.
I want to know.
Kind of.
I want to know. Now, I want a straight number. How many nuts should I bust a month?
A week.
I'm trying to get you your answer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the answer.
I'm trying to get you your answer.
Yeah, you gonna dig around.
I want you to realize the power you have within your semen.
I know about power, but
And
how
the-
many nuts should I bust a month? That's what I'm saying.
As much as you need.
What's the need? But you said I like to bust 2.
It depends on different people because
It depends. I mean, this is the thing. Number one, 2-3 nuts a day, that's too much. And especially if you're just pleasuring yourself, you tripping. You tripping.
Well, let's ask this.
Big stuff, bro.
What's the longest Y'all done went without sex. We go down the road. What's the longest you went without sex, Jay?
Without even jacking off though?
Yeah.
Just what? Go ahead. Let's be honest. She's blushing. This about to be a lie.
Holy crap.
It's about to be a lie.
Scorpio.
Huh? I gotta think about it. I don't know.
You got to think about it.
Maybe the longest couple.
And not when you were a kid.
No, don't lie. You don't
Come
lie.
on, now.
Not when you were a kid. I don't want to hear. I didn't fuck for 14 years. You know what I'm saying? I don't hear that shit. From 1 to 14, I never had sex. I want to hear that shit.
Yeah, you started.
That's it.
You got a head start.
Come on, Jay. Come on.
Average like a couple months.
Nah. We
Be
were.
honest, Jay.
I mean,
2 months.
I thought maybe a month. It might
Okay,
be a
all right.
couple months though.
A couple of months?
Couple months.
2 months. Next
Okay.
Oh no, yeah, I
guess-
take that back. No, me and my friends had, in fact, we had a deal. And if we broke that deal, we had all these things that we would have to do if we broke it. So we actually went a whole quarter. So we went 3 months.
So
I definitely-
let me make sure I understand what you're saying. Yeah. Let me.
Well,
No,
that's
that's-
what, when you say that, that's kind of hard to.
Oh, that's what we're saying. We're talking about 3 months without nothing at all. No jacking off, no your battery boyfriend Bob, none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Boyfriend, damn.
Nothing.
Battery
Maybe a
boyfriend.
month.
She
3 weeks.
for me
But listen here.
2 weeks. That time when I came over here, I was talking to y'all like, oh, it's been 2 weeks.
Say 2 weeks to time out.
I came in this shop with a lot of energy. I was in here like, boy, yeah, that's hell yeah, I was proud of it. That was a long time. I know.
Man,
What are you, a couple of hours?
no,
He said, goddamn.
no, me, it was a month, but it was because I was pissed off and I was trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
That's why I went so long.
No, come on, man. No jacking off either? A month?
No, yeah, dude. I was trying to prove a point though, but then after
See,
that, holy shit, bro.
You, baby. Without having sex, without touching anything.
4 months.
Come on, Bailey. Y'all is over here lying, man.
Wait a minute, cause I tell you the truth. I tell you real thing. I went crazy, man. This girl hurt my goddamn heart. I was out there doing everything I supposed to do. I sold my Mercedes. I sold my Tahoe. I jumped on the bus. My whole family thought I lost my damn mind over this girl, cause she was freaky, man. And,
Yeah.
And I was like, she was with me threesomes and all this stuff together.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, forget sex. Forget a woman. Ooh. I was scared of her because my heart was hard. My heart was hurt. I thought it was a pimp. And she broke me down.
I feel that.
And I
That energy can take that away.
And that's
4
what I
months?
did. Yes, and because I was like, ugh. And then I'm a spiritual dude. Family, especially in church and all that. You know what I'm saying?
I can feel that.
When you're in church and then you think about when you sacrifice things, you get to the good of God. You try to get something close, like when you're fasting.
Oh
You
yeah, I
get it, like
remember
for a
what
whole
you.
day,
Yeah,
you don't eat. You know what I'm saying? And at that moment, I was like, hey, I'm gonna give this to you, Lord. You know what I'm saying? For this, and this, and this. You know.
Maybe I might try that. I might go longer than 2 weeks.
Last baby mama, if I had my last baby, so we did the first time, boom. had a
I felt
baby.
like
You know, it was like a quarter. I'm probably like a 22nd of the condom, but I'm telling you, but it was.
So after 4 months, you did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I came back, I came to Little Rock.
What about you?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah,
Why?
That's the longest.
Why would you do with 3 weeks? You managed little motherfucker. You
I mean, it was-
You must have had a drought.
Man, it's just,
Yeah, what happened?
He had a drought. He had to be somewhere. He had to be in Gould
It
or
was just-
somewhere.
Y'all making me feel like a whore over here.
I mean, it was,
2 weeks?
You are.
I mean, it was.
I should have lied like you.
My girl that I was dating when I was in, I think house. Well, I was out of house school. No, I was in house school and she was in college.
In high school, you don't get that.
Man, let's talk about our adult life. Cause I'm not. We're talking about adult life.
You gues were nuts.
I mean, but I'm having
Okay.
But you're like all the time.
'Cause-
You got no place to stay, really.
crazy as hell. I'm fucking all the time. Yeah, I'm fucking all the time. So I'm just saying.
We gotta go around again. Cause I'm talking about adult life. I remember in high school there was times I didn't bust nut for a long time. Let's just talk about adult life.
You won't think about no nuts like that back in high
I would
school.
say in the past 6 months.
6 months.
Adult life.
Real bad now. Go big. Tell your truth.
Tell your truth, Mickey.
Go ahead.
I went in high school for 6 months.
fuck that.
6 months.
Yeah, that's a long time.
No, I'm asking the question. I
Oh, what was your question?
No, I'm saying in the past 6 months.
Oh, okay.
Oh, in the past.
Oh, hell no.
So, we got to put the thing inside that shirt.
I did.
Like the video that I edited it myself, and then one of my guys worked for me. He grabbed it and just edited it. Once I saw what he did, I damn near wanted to move that damn video.
I'm probably gonna do it, but I have to pay people to do that right now. I'm trying to do it. It's like $50, nigga.
No way. No way. I worked I was like, there's no way that's $50. Video's more than like the photo shoots.
You said what?
As a video photographer, like all that and the editing, it's way more expensive. Well, than photography, anyways. Like a student, maybe.
Like you guarantee 3 videos a week. That's
you did it on his pants too. Oh, you gotta. Where's that jacket at?
I was talking about that dumb ass shit, wasting the drink.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? To be honest with you, if that doesn't happen in every podcast, it ain't gonna be good.
I told him he needs like little cup holders or tables or something.
And I never do. And I did today.
The first one was me, then it was
Jay.
Andrew, then it was Jay, and you.
It happened, nigga.
You dropped it off.
Let me make my drink. I'm trying to be sober. Let me get on the level.
And I knew it. That's why I sat over here.
Is that the chair? That's the chair.
Is that the chair or what?
Oh, that
You
was
see
the
this
shit.
house? Okay.
I'm good.